waving your banner all over the place. Welcome back to the National Sports Hall. We're about to witness the game between the United States of America and Guyana in the ladies division. Guyanese will have to be coming out strong to salvage some points against this very powerful US team who's unbeaten so far in this tournament. United States of America, very strong, having a very good game against the Argentines last evening, beating them 4-0. All goals were scored by the engine and the inspirational captain of the US, Campbell. And this is Sanderson and the ball for Guyana. Guyana starts the ball. Ball goes into touch for a long corner for Guyana. This is Woodruff. Woodruff to Fernandes. Back to Woodruff, the captain for Guyana. This is Sanderson. Back to Woodruff. Off the board is Xavier. And Xavier takes advantage of the advantage play and gains Guyana a valuable penalty corner in the first minute of the game. Guyana gaining a penalty corner. These penalty corners are set pieces that should be scored. This is Xavier to take the push out. Back to Xavier, an excellent opportunity, and a stroke is awarded. A stroke is awarded for Guyana. Excellent play by the Guyanese. Stroke is awarded. The Guyanese captain is coming forward to take the stroke. Woodruff. And the save. The American keeper saved. So the score is still 0-0 in the second minute of play. Guyana applying a high two forwards. This is America. McDonough. Woodruff for Guyana. Plays it back deep to Fernandes. Fernandes to Sanderson. Deep in the right side. The left side of the American defense. Sanderson trying to find a way out. This is Campbell for America. Trying to blast the ball through. Well stopped by Xavier. Sanderson on the defense. Sanderson defending strongly against the number 11 for America. This is Prince, number 11 for America. Prince again, going deep on the left-hand side, right-hand side of the Guyana defense. Ball goes deep all the way back out to Prince in defense. Prince to Popper. Popper tries to turn. Stoutly defended by Sanderson. Sanderson comes away with it. Squares the ball over to Fernandes. And the ball, an infringement was called. This is Prince again. Prince to Campbell, back to Prince. Campbell again, back to Prince. The Americans controlling the play deep in their half. Over to McDonough, who had a shot on goal. Well saved by Xavier. This is the Guyana skipper. Woodruff. Woodruff to Fernandes. Fernandes tried to go through the middle. Cut out by McDonough. McDonough back to Prince. The ball goes all the way back to the American goalkeeper. She plays to Prince. Prince back to Campbell. Campbell back to Prince. Prince to McDonough. McDonough tries to turn. Turns it all the way back to Prince. Prince over to Campbell. Campbell goes deep in the left side of the Guyana defense, and the ball goes into touch. I'm now joined by Red Pereira.
When you look at that penalty, it had no conviction, it had no heart, it had no power, no direction.
I think the Guyanese probably was stunned that they had gotten such an early gift. An excellent flick there by Fitcow, well saved by the American goalkeeper. The Americans bring the ball all the way now with number 6. She goes deep into the left side. This is Eastman. Eastman just pushes the ball all the way back. It goes to, this is to be dangerous. Popper with the ball. And the Americans are awarded a penalty corner.
Well, Guyana would have had a psychological advantage had they scored.
Most definitely. They have the crowd on their side. And they will have to defend this penalty corner. This penalty corner will be very crucial because there's Campbell, who's very skillful with these penalty corners. Let's see how the Guyanese goalkeeper Shavir handles it.
They're well drilled, the Americans, well drilled.
And it's a goal, straight down the middle. Like I said, Campbell, very excellent, very clever. She knows when to go high and when to go low. So the Americans are on the score sheet, just under 5 minutes into the first half.
Sounds like an Obama statement. Go high, if anybody goes low.
Yes. And we have the presence of the American ambassador here watching the American ladies play tonight. So that might be an inspiration for them. Here the Americans come again on the run, on the charge. First 5 minutes of the game is very energetic so far.
The Guyana Minister of Sport, the Honorable George Norton, is also watching, among other personalities. President of the Guyana Basketball Association behind us.
A lot of dignitaries are here. And this is the American with a setup, an excellent setup. And Papa has just registered her first goal for the night. Papa very skillful and nippy forward. So the Guyanese now 2 goals down. Just over 5 minutes gone in the first half.
I wouldn't blame the goalkeeper, Shavir Albert, the rightful back not getting deep into the circle to cut that out.
Most definitely. That was a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and any one-on-one should score. This is the Americans again on the run. This is Prince. Tries to turn. An infringement is called. This is Chung for Guyana. Chung penetrating hard down the right side. Squares the ball over. Excellent save by the American goalkeeper. Eastman battling hard for it. The Americans will come away with it in the form of Prince. Prince pushes it long and hard across to Campbell. Campbell pushes it deep into the circle. Well saved by Shavir. The Guyanese battling hard, but the Americans are in full control.
The advantage rule is not often used in indoor hockey.
And this is the Americans again on the charge. Popper to number 6, and the shot just wide.
And again, the left flank of America unmarked.
Exactly.
No pressure at all.
I guess the Guyanese defense is beginning to get a little unraveled. This is Campbell trying to go deep. Ball off the stick of Woodruff for a long corner for the Americans. Campbell, the captain, the engineer of this team, plays it deep to McDonough. McDonough back to Prince. Prince over to Campbell. Campbell back to Prince. And the Americans control the game from behind. The ball goes deep into the Guyana right side of the defense.
America 2, United States of America 2, Guyana 0. In case you've just joined us, wherever you might be hearing this on the worldwide streaming.
This is Sanderson trying to come away great for Guyana. An excellent 1-2 play with Chung trying to find Culpepper.
Yeah, Culpepper should have done more with that.
This is the Americans again. A well-oiled and a well-drilled team. An excellent save by the Guyana goalkeeper Shavir, keeping the Guyanese in the hunt with an excellent save. This is Prince controlling things for the Americans in the left full-back position. Prince again. Ball goes deep. An infringement against number 8 for America, McDonough. This is Fitcow for Guyana. Fitcow to Finance. Finance tries to go deep right side. Play broken up. Ball comes all across the court to Culpepper. Culpepper now tries to dribble. Back to Chung. Chung to this is Prince now for the US. To Chung, to Campbell. Campbell back to Prince. Prince goes in the middle to number 9. Ball goes back to Campbell. Campbell to Prince again, and the Americans working the ball very cleverly. Deep in the Guyana half. Now this is Fit Cow for Guyana. Just clearing the ball aimlessly down the center of the court. And the ball comes back again. And a deflection by number 9.
Relentless pressure in Guyana.
Definitely. The Americans are looking like a team on a mission, looking to score lots of goals. Just over 9 minutes gone in this game so far. Guyanese a bit unraveled. 2 quick goals by the Americans. This is Fernandes. Tries to go cross court. Ball comes off the feet of White for America. This is Sanderson trying to press the advantage on the right side. Back to Fitcow. Fitcow over to Fernandes again. Fernandes goes deep on the American right side of the defense, but the ball goes into touch. Campbell sends the ball long, well defended by the Guyanese goalkeeper Shavir. This is Shavir, her sister, who's a forward on the team, trying to weave her way past the American defender Prince. Prince tackled, won it well to Campbell, deep in the American half. Ball intercepted by Fernandes. Fernandes tries to work her way through and is fouled by number 9 of the American team. This is the Guyanese making a change. The captain, Woodroof, back on. Woodroof to Shavir. Shavir back to Woodroof. Woodroof to Fernandes. Fernandes tries to go deep. Ball goes into touch.
I want to unwind a bit. Who normally takes the penalties for Guyana?
Well,
the captain?
The captain would normally take it. She's one of the better penalty flickers. But sometimes if she's not on the floor, you might find one of the Fernandes members would be taking the penalty.
Or Shavir?
Or Shavir. But this is the Americans in the Guyanese half. This is Fernandes, Lorenzo Fernandes. She's tackled by McDonough. The ball goes deep back into the American half to Campbell. Campbell over to Prince. Back to Campbell. Campbell tries to go cross court. Finds McDonough. McDonough goes deep into the right side. Won by Shavir.
Obstruction.
Shavir turns exactly. A beautiful turn, and there's an obstruction against her. This is Woodroof, the captain, on the right wing-back position. Over to Fernandes. Fernandes tries to go cross court. Play has been broken up by number 3 for America. And Sanderson with an opportunity to have a shot, but a weak shot. Well defended by the Americans. And this is Popper coming on, a very nippy and nimble player, as well as Fuller, replacing Prince at the left full-back position.
Guyana also going to the bench with 1 player.
This is Woodroof trying to find Shavir. Shavir goes around Fuller. And infringement is called against Shavir. This is the Americans on the attack now, with number 6 deep in the left side of the Guyana defense. Tackled there by Fernandes.
I thought it was pretty hard call against Shavir just now.
Yes, I think so.
I didn't see her elbowing anybody.
That's the call of the umpire. And this is Chantel Fernandes now. Stolen away by Popper. Popper going deep, wiggles, turns, passes the ball back out. This is Shavir now. Try to go past Fuller. Fuller wins possession. Passes it back to Popper. Popper number 10 for the Americans. Win the infringement. Goes back deep to her captain Campbell. Deep in the American half. She plays it back to Fuller. Fuller goes cross court to number 8 of the American team. She goes back to her captain Campbell. Campbell goes deep into the right side of the Guyana defense, and the ball goes into touch.
At this stage, America dominated. Guyana need to pull back at least a goal, or else they'll lose contention.
Most definitely. This is Guyana controlling the ball in the backcourt. This is Woodruff to Finance. Finance tries to find Pitcow. Ball won by the Americans. It's with Fuller. Fuller goes over to Campbell. Campbell back to Fuller. Fuller goes deep and she finds McDonough. McDonough is being challenged by the Guyana goalkeeper. She's on the ground. Back to Fuller. Fuller controls it. Back to Campbell. Campbell back to Fuller. And the Americans controlling the tempo of this game, controlling the flow of the game. The Guyanese just chasing. This is Popper. Popper back to Fuller. In the last minute and a half, the Americans have been controlling the game. And there's an infringement against the Americans.
Put about 12 passes together.
Definitely. And this is what enhances the superiority of the Americans.
Good timeout by Guyana. You got to call it now with that kind of pressure. Momentarily lifted.
Yes,
good crowd of hand too. Just looking back.
Yes, the Guyanese coach will have to come up with some sort of strategy where he can reduce the deficit and at least try to go at least one goal down into the half, or if possible have the scores level. So the coaching staff, the think tank of the Guyana team, Mr. Scott, is looking at having things his way, but the Americans will have none of it.
All they had their chances to take the lead.
At this level, you only get in half chance, and half chances you have to convert them. And with a penalty, they should have made that one. And like you said, it was weak and it was lame, and the American keeper had no problems in saving it. And this is the Pitcow. To Woodruff. Woodruff goes deep. The ball is being won by Fuller. She swings it across to her captain, Campbell. Campbell back to Fuller. Fuller going deep to receive the pass. The pass goes back to Campbell. Campbell turns, rips it off the board, but the ball goes behind the Guyana goal for a push out. This is the captain, Woodruff. Woodruff goes to Finance. Finance tips it on to Chung. Chung, excellent ball off the board. Well tackled by the American keeper on Shavir. And Chung fighting hard still. This is the Americans controlling deep in their circle. This is McDonough. McCarthy, trying to weave her way around. An infringement against McCarthy. The Guyana captain will take it.
4:41 left on the clock.
This is Shavir, just deflecting it into the circle. And McCarthy to McDonough. McDonough back to Fuller. Fuller over to Campbell. Campbell penetrating on the right side. Tries to find McCarthy. And the ball goes into touch for a long corner for America. This is Campbell whipping it cross court to McDonough. McDonough tried a blind pass and the ball goes into touch. Pitcow to Woodruff. Woodruff to Chung. Chung turns, tries to pass, and Finance is not there and the ball goes into touch. Guyana making two more substitutions. Eastman and Culpeper coming on. But the Americans are full in control of this game. This is Pitcow. Pitcow with two defenders on her, Popper and McDonough. She tries to turn and the ball goes into touch.
Eastman and Culpeper is to try and have some kind of offense.
Yes, Guyana will be looking for some sort of offense. And this is a bad pass by the captain, Woodruff. And this resulted in a goal for the United States of America. A bad pass by Woodruff, and the ball was intercepted by the American number 3, and she converted easily.
Woodruff is not going to remember this game for good reason.
Off comes Guyana making a quick substitution.
And Woodruff not substituted.
Woodruff not substituted. This is Campbell. Back to Prince. Prince just came on back for Fuller. She was given a needed rest by Fuller.
2:47 left. U.S. leads 3-0.
2 goals to me. This is Finance to Woodruff. Woodruff to Sanderson. Sanderson off the board. Tries to find Chung. Too long for Chung. One back by the Americans. This is right for the Americans. Goes around, well saved by the goalkeeper, but there's an infringement, and another penalty corner has been awarded to the Americans. And this is dangerous again because
pressure
Campbell
followed by more pressure.
Yes, Campbell is on the floor. We'll have to just guess where will she go, if she'll go high or she'll go low. Because she's a very clever.
Going high is difficult to stop.
I think the Guyana goalkeeper will have to come all the way out to smother this shot. Campbell attempt to go low. And a stroke is awarded to the US team. The umpire is claiming that the ball would have struck one of the Guyanese defenders' feet. So a stroke is awarded, and Campbell steps up again. Again, you just have to guess whether she'll go high or go low, because she's a very clever drag flicker. Very, very clever. She reads the play well, and this, in all indication, you can safely say is 4-0 to the US team. And she goes high again. High to the left of Shavir. Not a goal for the Americans.
Shavir started to go slightly right. The body weight was on the right side.
And Campbell is a very crafty person. She watches where the goalkeeper was going to go, and she went the opposite way. This is the Americans again. Number 3 with a strike on goal. Well saved by Shavir. Americans running all over the Guyanese. And Campbell has been sent to the bench for a well-needed rest. And this is Prince controlling the central defensive position with number 7. This is Prince again. Ball is with shot by Braham, and another penalty corner is awarded to the US team. This time I think the Guyanese have a chance in defending this because Campbell is not on the floor. So it looks like McCarthy will be the flicker for this one.
Inside the last minute.
And the Americans they're taking the corner from the left-hand side of the Guyanese goal, which is the awkward position for the defenders. They're not applying a stick stopper. The ball goes to McCarthy. McCarthy flicks. Excellent save by Shavir as the ball goes into touch.
Brilliant, world class.
Brilliant work. This is McDonough to take the push in. Number 8 for America. She takes the self-play. Turns, goes back to Prince. Prince controls. Over to McCarthy. McCarthy back to Prince. Prince controlling things at the back. And that's the end of the first half. Your thoughts in the first half, Red?
Oh, a disaster for Guyana. A disaster for Guyana. You know, that missed penalty could have had such a negative effect, and a negative effect on the confidence of the Guyana captain. She obviously was shaken by missing that. She realized the error, the great responsibility that she had not been able to accept. And I think coaching staff should have got her out straight away.
Most definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes. And the Americans continue to enjoy a good tournament. Confidence are high. They're scoring a lot of goals. And they have a very excellent playmaker in Campbell, who's very good at set pieces.
You watch NBA basketball. Curry's not having a good fourth quarter. He's on the bench, right? He's going to come back and do well, no doubt, right? Just a little bit of confidence. He's got to be worked back in. Well, 3:50 left. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll pick up America 4, Guyana. Nell, we hope you're enjoying the streaming. We hope you're enjoying the pictures if you're seeing it. And America totally outclassed Guyana in the first half.
and Guyana in the ladies division.
You might look at the Guyana starting lineup.
Guyana seems to be employing a smaller starting lineup. They're probably looking for some speed and some agility because they have 4 forwards on in Sanderson, Shavir, Pitcow, and Fernandes. So the Guyana are applying a whole court press, realizing that they have to get early goals to cut this deficit, to put the U.S. team under some pressure. The U.S. starting with Fuller. Campbell is getting a rest. So it's Fuller and McCarthy in the backcourt for the United States. Braham up front. This is Pitcow. Pitcow turning, going back deep to Fernandes. Fernandes over to Woodruff. Woodruff finds Sanderson. Sanderson turns and is obstructed by number 8, McDonough.
The advantage rule used. Great.
Exactly, and Sanderson tries a shot, but the ball struck her feet. Now this is Fuller.
If there's one criticism I have, the advantage rule has not been used very often.
Yeah. This is Fuller finding number 6 for America in the middle of the field. This is Woodruff. Woodruff seems to be very rattled after throwing away that penalty. She's definitely not having a good game.
That was my feeling.
She's definitely not having a good game according to her standards.
And the coaching staff should have just allowed her to recover.
Definitely. This is Shavir. Shavir weaving her way through. Earns herself and the Guyana team a long corner. Woodruff, the captain, to take. Woodruff to Chantel Fernandes. Chantel Fernandes back to Woodruff. Woodruff is being pressured by Braham, number 3 for United States. She passes the ball over to Fernandes. Braham still applying the pressure. And Woodruff definitely not having a good game. Her passes are not as crisp as they used to be. This is Chung for Guyana, picking the ball up off the board, turning to her right, weaving her way past 2 American defenders, gets into the circle, and attempts a goal, a shot well saved by the American goalkeeper. This is McDonough now, controlling the ball deep in her half, and the ball goes into touch for a long corner for Guyana. Quickly taken by Chantel Fernandes, back to Shavir. Shavir to Chantel Fernandes. The Guyanese trying to apply some pressure to the United States. Fuller trying to break up the play. This is Sanderson deep in the right side, the left side of the U.S. defense. The Americans get the ball loose. Back to Woodruff. Woodruff passes it, intercepted by number 8. This is number 6 for America, trying to weave her way around.
Shavir came off the line, stayed, kept the pressure, stopped the attack from going forward.
And the Guyanese must be very thankful for Shavir because she really keeps them in the game with her excellent goalkeeping.
Another error by Woodruff.
This is Chung coming away with it. Pressing deep into the American left side of the defense. Has a shot. The shot was blocked by the American defense. The American bringing the changes, bringing on 4 new players. With the playmaker Campbell coming back on. Guyanese was having a good 5 minutes run, but now the Americans now brought the senior players back in the form of Campbell, Prince, McCarthy, Popper. So normalcy might well be restored here for the Americans. This is McCarthy passing it over to
Guyana's brought on Eastman.
This is Chantel Fernandes trying to fake, trying to find Eastman. Eastman is well tackled by Prince. The Americans have possession just in the Guyana half. Ball played across to McDonough. McDonough weaving her way in the left side of the Guyana defense. In the circle. She comes all the way back out to Prince, to Campbell. Campbell pushes the ball and it's deflected off the feet of an American player, so Guyana gets a push out. This is Woodruff, the captain, not having a splendid game tonight. Over to Finance. Finance, a weak pass, trying to find Shavir. The Americans intercept again, just at mid-court. This is Prince for the Americans.
Under 15 minutes left.
Just under 15 minutes left. This is Prince to Campbell. And they're controlling. The ball goes deep. An excellent ball by the Americans. This could be an easy shot here for McDonough. The shot was saved, cleared off the goalkeeper's pad by Eastman. But normalcy resumes here for the Americans, pressing hard against the Guyanese. This is Campbell. Campbell finding number 8. Number 8 back to Campbell. That is McDonough. Campbell has it. She goes deep to number 12. The ball is being won by Fernandes. This is Witt. And the umpire is cautioning Witt and Eastman of Guyana, telling them to calm down.
And it's probably saying, look, I'm in charge.
But in front, there's an onside bully that will be taken by Woodruff and Witt from the US. The US wins the bully. This is Popper trying to find Witt deep in the right side of the Guyana defense. The ball goes into touch. This is Fernandes, the right back. Tries to find Eastman, stolen by Witt. Witt deep in the Guyana defense. Passes it back to McDonough. McDonough goes all the way back to Prince. Prince all the way cross court to Campbell. Campbell tries slopping it through into the D of the Guyana defense, where the ball goes into touch.
Just almost 30 seconds left in the half.
The Americans applying a high top 3 attackers, putting a lot of pressure on the Guyana back two. But the ball goes deep into the American half. And this is McDonough. McDonough trying to weave her way past Eastman. Eastman busy around her, but McDonough gets away from her. And this is an excellent opportunity here for Popper. The goalkeeper slipped.
Did she get a stick to it?
She didn't get a shot off. But the Americans gain a long corner. It's with Campbell now in the right side of the court. And she gains a penalty corner off the foot of Culpepper. And now that Campbell is back on the court, and there's a penalty corner, this is very dangerous for the Guyanese.
She could take it short to Campbell.
Yes, and it's taken from the left side of the Guyanese goal. This looks like a direct shot Campbell will be going for. And she goes for a low direct shot, well saved by Shavir. Culpepper battling strong for it. The Americans still in possession. And it's another penalty corner.
Umpire was not too confident in decision.
Another penalty corner awarded. Now the Americans going back to the conventional way, that they're taking the penalty corners with a stick stopper. Campbell, the flicker. So we have to guess now whether she's going to go high or she's going to go low. So she's very clever. Play not properly taken. Campbell takes a shot. Eastman with the ball. An infringement. This is Woodruff. Takes the infringement to Fernandes. Fernandes tried to go deep off the foot of Popper. Guyana again. A free push. Fernandes trying to go deep again to Sanderson. The ball was raised. The Americans now will come away with it. And over 10 minutes remaining.
Yes, I was about to make that point, running out of time.
Yeah. Making another change. Culpepper has been replaced by Chung.
And still, the captain has not been substituted.
I guess the first couple of goals that the Americans scored rattled the Guyanese, and after they had that opportunity with a missed penalty, their heads dropped, and the Americans took advantage of the situation. This is Woodruff. He goes deep to Fernandes. And this is number 9. And an excellent goal. The Americans, the umpire seems to be having a lot of problems. He's not sure what is actually taking place.
Not given.
And the goal not given. So the score remains 4-0 in favor of the U.S. This is Woodruff deep, making a lot of mistakes. Won by the Americans, trying to play for a penalty corner. This is Fitkow. Sustained an injury to her eyes. This is McDonough back to Fuller. Fuller, busy player to Campbell. Campbell tries to go deep to find number 6, but the ball went into touch.
Under 10 minutes left.
And the Guyanese would have called a timeout. Still not getting it right. 4 goals behind. 9 minutes 46 remaining. Still a lot of time under the context of this game to get 4 goals back. But time is definitely against them.
The first act is to get the first one. And then the rest may follow.
But in the context of this game, 4 goals in 9 minutes, that can be achieved.
I think the captain may be substituted at this point.
I think she's definitely having a bad game. And if she is substituted, that'll be a good thing for her. So she can go and get her thoughts back together, get her confidence back.
I think I'm wrong. She's not substituted.
She's not. She's back on the floor. Maybe the coach is having a lot of confidence in her. This is Fitkow. Fitkow has the ball stolen away from her. Number 3 in the... And an excellent goal by number 3. Excellent coast-to-coast run of goal by Braham.
And she was allowed to run right across the face of the goal. And there was nobody.
Rattling.
Yeah.
Really rattling. This is Fernandes. 2 defenders on her. Stolen by Fuller. Fuller plays the ball across court to number 6. Number 6 turns, has the ball taken away by Sanderson. Sanderson looking for support. Passes the ball back. Goes to Fernandes. Fernandes trying to weave her way down the right side of the court. An infringement is called against the American player. She's given a card, Braham. So she's off for the 2-minute penalty. So Guyana now has an excellent chance to capitalize because they have the numerical advantage with an extra player on the court. But the Americans still playing strong. And Guyana needs to capitalize on this because the Americans have 1 player less, as well as Campbell, the main player, is off right now. So the Guyanese need to capitalize on this. Woodruff still taking her time. She finds Sanderson. Sanderson across to Fernandes. Fernandes working the ball up. Tries to go deep to the other Fernandes, and the ball goes into touch. Fuller now taking her time.
8 minutes left for Guyana in the game.
McCarthy back to Fuller. Fuller under some pressure. 2 Guyanese. She weaves her way out. 1 by Sanderson. Sanderson with a weak flick, and the ball goes into touch. Guyana making 2 substitutions. This is Corenza. Fernandes on the floor along with Eastman. And Fuller is under some pressure. but managed to get the ball out to Braham. Braham tries to find McDonough, and the ball goes into touch. This is Woodroof to Guyana. Woodroof to Fernandes. Fernandes tried to go deep. It's off the foot. It's off the foot of... And this is where, like you said earlier, the umpires are not allowing the advantage rule.
Oh.
This is McCarthy trying to go cross court to McDonough. McDonough back to Fuller. Fuller slaps it across to McCarthy. McCarthy back to Fuller. Fuller tries to go deep. The ball has been intercepted by Fernandes, number 11 for Guyana. Fernandes over to her captain, Woodroof off the board, tries to find Eastman. Eastman loses possession. McCarthy wins the ball. McCarthy goes cross court, trying to find number 9 for the Americans. And the ball has been, Guyana wins an infringement. This is Woodroof, goes deep to Fernandes. Fernandes finds Chung, nicely glided along the boards. Obstructed by Eastman. This is full out for the Americans.
6 minutes left.
Clear. To McCarthy. McCarthy's being bothered by Eastman. Fuller turns, passes it cross court. To number 9. This is Popper. Popper dribbling her way through the left side of the Guyana defense. Tackled by Woodroof. Woodroof won the challenge. Passes it out to Fernandes. This is the Americans come away again with it. Number 9 for America. Passes it back to Prince. Prince to McCarthy. Prince again on the floor, controlling it well. This is McCarthy trying to go cross court and raising the ball. An infringement. So Guyana will come away with the ball.
Who's going to take it for Guyana? Nobody. Fico suffering from a cut over the eyebrow.
He had an injury she sustained early in the second half. And the Guyanese won themselves a penalty corner.
A rare breeder also.
Yes.
Well, they missed it. They missed a penalty from the spot. They do better with a penalty corner?
Well, we have the captain of the floor, and now we have Fitco taking the flip with Fernandes, the stick stopper. Chung, the pusher.
Fitco's got the power if she can get a shot off.
And an excellent shot by Fitco. Coming off the stick of one of the American defenders and into the back of the net. And the Guyanese are on the score sheet now, Red.
I mentioned when I joined you that Chavert or Fitco should have taken that penalty.
It was taken with a lot of power. And the deflection of the American defender's stick. Now the Guyanese, now with a spring in his step, believe they still have a chance. 3 minutes 45 remaining. The Guyanese applying a two-man press high up at the top. But Campbell, the wiry player, has it under control. This is Fitco diving, throwing herself.
Just a note, the Ghana captain was substituted with 4 minutes left.
Now the Americans has a play just in the Guyana half. This is Witt going deep, playing it back out to Prince. Prince tries to go across the Guyana defense. Won by Fitco. Fitco is fouled. The Americans call timeout.
And that's probably the most spirited period for the Guyanese, maybe in this game.
Yes, most definitely. and they've scored, and I guess their confidence would have been lifted a bit, but time is definitely against them now. They have just under 3 minutes to get 4 goals because they're behind 5 goals to 1. And the Americans going back to their starting 5 with Prince, Campbell in the backcourt, Braham and Popper in the middle. So the Americans not taking their foot off the gas. Guyanese will have to fight every inch of the way. This is Woodruff, the captain, back on now. This is Fitco. Turn to the right, turn to the left. 3 players around her. Stolen by Braham. Braham tries to weave her way through and earns herself a penalty corner.
Fitco's bandages just come off. So if there's a cut, it's raw, it's not protected.
And now we have Campbell setting up to take this penalty corner.
2:17 on the clock.
And this is danger for Guyana. And not an excellent taken penalty corner by Campbell as she extends the lead. 6 goals to 1.
Yes.
The Americans firmly in control.
Taken hard to the right, just above the waistline.
She's an excellent flicker, excellent drag flicker. She flicks with a lot of power and precision. There's another penalty corner being awarded to the Americans against the Guyanese. The Guyanese are not too pleased. They're questioning the call by the Barbadian umpire. She's having none of it. Guyanese will have to find a way to stop Campbell on this penalty corner.
This is almost Oliver Barter shouting.
And she goes high this time, high down the center. Very clever flicker. She adds to the tally. 7-1. Under a minute remaining. Definitely the Guyanese are totally out of this now. This is Fernandes deep in the right side of the Guyana defense, surrounded by 2 American attackers. It is McDonough. Comes out back deep to Campbell. Campbell goes deep to number 6. Number 6 weaves, turns, finds a way, she tries a flick, and that was dangerous. The defender was right there. It's an infringement against the United States of America.
Less than 30 seconds left.
And the Americans trying to add to the tally. Applying a whole court press on the Guyanese. And this is Prince with the ball now. Taking her time. The ball is with Fitco to Guyana. Guyana is still trying. And that's the end of the game. The United States have soundly beaten Guyana 7 goals to 1. Excellent playing by the United States. A well-oiled, very experienced team. The Guyanese put up a spirited attempt. Your final thoughts in the game, Reds?
Well, it's one that the team, the coaching staff would like to forget. I think the captain would like to forget it totally because she has to bear some responsibility. And I think the coaches got to bear some responsibility for not making the call, right? You got to make the call when it's a clutch situation. She missed a penalty. She was not substituted until 4 minutes before the end. She was very shaky with her clearances, with her positional play, and